zombies are supposed to be slow.
But they ran around in Resident Evil Apocalypse. Actually, they weren't zombies. They were mutations.
CBeebies is getting a bit edgy, isn't it? Years of misusing that arm. I told you it would grow too strong and fall off.
I don't know why we're trick-or-treating anyway. We're teaching the kids to be Americans.
No, we're not.
You finished building the wall yet, Donald?
Make Halloween great again.
Don't worry. Next week it's back to more sensible British traditions, where we celebrate a 400-year-old terrorist conspiracy by setting fire to a scarecrow. Nice.
Sorry, I'm a bit gassy. What exactly did you put in that pumpkin and sprout pie?
If only there were some clues in the name.
This house is so spooky.
Perhaps we should have stayed on our street.
It's so middle class on our street. People keep on giving us fruit.
Well, hang on. You know the rules. We only do trick-or-treat on houses that have Halloween decorations.
But there are cobwebs and candles. And there's a black cat. And there's a spooky Halloween message on the door.
I don't think these are Halloween decorations.
You mean there's a real-life witch in there?
Of course not. It's Halloween. Should be out working.
Trick-or-treat. Hello, witch.
Benji, stop it!
Yeah, not what she did to the last lot of people that knocked.
What?
Come on, we're going.
I thought you said zombies can't run.
No, this is a high-speed stagger.
Scary treats. Slimy lollipops, spooky eyeballs.
Morbid obesity.
Oh, take a photo of them, Lee. To remember what they look like.
What, with teeth? Where's my phone?
You had it at that spooky house. I told you not to cut holes in your pockets.
I was getting into character.
Lee, you're playing a brain-dead zombie. You're born for this.
I probably just dropped it when we came in now. Let me ring it from your phone. Quiet, everyone.
I'm sure you wouldn't miss a Scooby-Doo ringtone. He bought it off iTunes for $6.99.
You paid $6.99 for a Scooby-Doo ringtone?
And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky kids. Hello? Hello? Line's gone dead.
Must have been the owner of that house.
Either that or Siri's had a very tough day.
Oh, good. You know where your phone is?
Exactly. Mystery solved. Fancy a cup of tea?
Well, aren't you going to go and get it?
What, now?
Yeah. You're not scared, are you?
No.
Well, go on, then.
I was thinking of upgrading anyway.
What, to a backbone? Just go and get it.
You're right. It's no big deal.
Leave a trail of breadcrumbs, Daddy, so you can find your way back.
Hello? It's me. I've come back. Not from the dead, from my house. We spoke earlier on the phone. Well, I spoke, you sort of screeched. Well, you're obviously busy. Perhaps I'll pop back tomorrow, when the sun's up. Excuse me. That's my phone. Hello? Don't worry, I'm just gonna try and get my phone. Nothing to worry about. I'm harmless. I'm only joking. I'm fully armed. I'm not armed. It's a replica. Knock 'em! What I mean is, no one's gonna get hurt. Oh. Oh. That's the amazing thing about us humans. No matter how you drop us, we always end up landing on our arses. What's that phone?
Lock your doors.
Why?
Just lock them.
It wasn't a chicken, was it?
It was a man. At least I think it was. He was wearing a mask.
What, you mean you think it was a chicken dressed as a man? What do you mean, a mask?
A clown mask.
Was he standing on the back of a zebra?
No.
Well, the last one I saw was. And when he fell off, everyone just laughed. But I cried, especially when the ambulance that picked him up fell apart. What was he doing? Throwing eggs at people. The clown in the woods!
I don't know, we ran off.
Oh, God. Do you think he's a psychopath?
Of course he's not. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Yeah, perhaps he's lost. Maybe he was shot out of a cannon.
Well, whoever he is, he's out there.
We've got to get out of here.
How can we? We're in the middle of nowhere and the car's not working.
I saw a film recently called Roadkill about loads of college kids who broke down in the desert in their camper van. They all decided to leave the vehicle, and you know what happened? One by one, they were picked off and eaten by a family of inbred cannibals.
Well, thanks for that. I am thinking of having a nightmare later, but I'm running out of ideas. I will try and work that in.
Oh, God, it's always the pretty boys that get first.
I saw a film about people that broke down in a car, and they stayed exactly where they were, and they didn't get killed. In fact, it was the car that led them to safety.
What film was that?
Herbie Goes Bananas.
Look, we're staying put, keeping the doors locked, and we'll find help in the morning. We'll take it in turns to keep lookout.
And who put you in charge? If it wasn't for your stupid no gadgets allowed policy, the police would have been here by now.
I hope you're not blaming me for this. It's not me that started shouting at Coco the bloody psychopath.
I thought you said he wasn't a psychopath.
Well, he wasn't at first, but Tim has a way of bringing out the worst in people.
Could be worse. We could be in Milton Keynes.
What?
You said Milton Keynes was full of psychopaths.
Psychopaths!
Tim. Tim, are you awake?
Thank you, Lord Sugar. Please, call me Margaret.
I know you're used to inflating the women in your life. Please don't do it to me. Do you think he's gone?
I hope so. But if he hasn't, don't worry. I'll look after you. And like I say, when we do find a proper campsite, if you're still nervous, you can always sleep in my tent.
She'll be fine.
Thought you were asleep.
You were hoping I was asleep.
I was hoping you were in a coma.
I thought it was really brave to go out there on your own.
It's nothing. Going into those woods was just natural instinct.
It's the one advantage of being brought up by a family of gibbons.
Sometimes in life, you've got to forget about your own safety and just protect those around you. If you're looking for the pretty boy, he's sat at the front. Lucy, you know when there's a fire and you're supposed to say Mr. Sands is in the building so nobody panics?
Yeah?
Well, Mr. Chuckles has just popped up to say hello.
Oh, you and your disgusting euphemisms. If you don't stop trying it on with my sis...
I was in Australia. There must have been a bit of a delay. He's gone.
Are you sure?
I think so. Oh my God, there's two of them! What do you want, you red-nosed, grinning, bald-headed bastard? I think we should calm down. They're clowns. They're probably just after the tents. It's not just a couple of clowns, I'm afraid.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know. But something tells me we're in big trouble.
Oh, thank God, it's Batman.
They're coming!
Oh, my God, they're gonna kill us!
Quick, in the glove box!
We'll never fit in there.
There's a camping knife!
Oh.
Please tell me you didn't leave that at home.
Well, it is a gadget.
No, it isn't!
Well, Inspector Gadget had one in his thumb.
Look, Daisy, I love you to bits, but it has to be said. Sometimes you are an absolute idiot.
Oh, yeah, and what were you gonna do with a knife, posh nuts? Offer to slice their cheese or take the fall off their bloody Chardonnay? everyone. Yeah, having a lovely time, thanks. Yeah, well, the weather's not great, and Tim's car broke down. Oh, yeah, and the car's been surrounded by a load of nutters. But it's not that bad. They've gone with a light-hearted theme. Hello? Hello? Oh, lost signal. What?
Have you had that all this time?
Oh, I see. Sorry. I suppose it is a sort of gadget, isn't it? I'll turn it off.
It's no good, the reception's gone. Someone's going to have to get out of the car, try to get the signal back, and then phone the police.
I'll go.
No, you can't go. If anything happened to you, I'd never forgive myself. Especially after my outburst. You mean the world to me. Lee, you go. Come on. You keep telling us what a big man you are. Now's your chance to prove it.
Unlock the door. It's time for Batman to meet the Joker. Can you take the child locks off, please, Timothy?
Tell the police to get here as quick as they can.
Oh, thanks for that. I was thinking of asking them to take the scenic route. Listen, if anything happens, you know, if they come back and start attacking me, do you promise you'll get out of the car and...
Good luck. Oh, I've just had this turtle waxed.
Yes. Hello? You must be Daisy's mum. No, she's a bit busy at the moment. All right, I'll let her know. Yeah. She loves that one, doesn't she? Bye. Daisy?
Yeah?
Herbie Rise Again's on at 10:30 tomorrow night on ITV4.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you!
We're on a slight incline, so it's best that it faces downhill.
Not if you're facing into the wind and rain. Who the hell suggested a camping trip at this time of the year?
Trust me, I've done my research, and it is not going to rain.
Have you actually put this tent up before?
No, but the woman in the shop said it was foolproof.
That bar needs lowering.
This is so much fun!
Kids, why not put your screens down and explore?
It is pouring with rain, Lucy.
Yeah, but there are still things to see. For example, when it rains, worms come to the surface. OK, that was rubbish.
There you go. Job done.
Then why is there a pole in your hand?
At least we know it's easy to take down.
This should keep the wolves out.
As long as they don't blow on it.
Right, let's get the food on the go, shall we?
Do you remember when we got in the car? What was the last thing I said?
That's disgusting. At least open a window.
After that.
Did you definitely pack the right hamper?
It's the kids' dressing up box.
Great. We're going to be discovered starved to death.
Dressed as the village people.
I need to eat.
She gets grumpy when she's hungry.
I don't get grumpy, Toby.
All right, you stay grumpy.
It's called blood sugar-related mood disorder, and I suffer from it.
Oh, we all suffer from it. Look, we've got some travel snacks in our car. Crisps and sweets. That should tide us over for tonight, and then tomorrow we can drive to a shop for fresh supplies.
It's a long way back to the car, Toby.
I'll be fine.
I know, I'm saying hurry up.
I promised the kids it was going to be chili and rice tonight. Now what am I going to tell them?
Kids, sweets for dinner?
Yay!
I think they'll get over it. Talk about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, Aiko and hey. Giacomafino, anae, Giacomafinae. My grandma and your grandma were sitting by the fire.
I hope not. My mother used to spit at Northerners. She never forgave them for gravy.
Toby should have been back by now.
Never mind. The hungrier we are, the better it will taste.
Lucy, if your mum is abusing antidepressants, she can at least share them with the group.
Ah, lovely singing, guys. Isn't this great, kids?
It's perfect.
Just one thing missing.
Apart from food, Wi-Fi, sanitation, and the other components of basic human dignity.
A ghost story.
Hooray! Just don't make up anything that's too scary for the kids.
Oh, I won't be making anything up, because every word of this story is true. It happened in these very woods.
What's that?
Bit of Atmos.
We're not in Barcelona, Don Quixote.
Not so long ago, a group of family and friends went camping.
Just like us.
They pitched up a big tent and lit the fire.
Just like us.
They were having a fantastic time.
Here we enter the realms of fantasy.
But then one of the group went into the forest to look for food. When it got dark and he hadn't returned, they went into the tent. But then they heard someone outside trying to get in.
Well, that's the sound of someone knocking on a canvas tent, is it?
Who's telling this story?
It's not Stephen King, that's for sure.
Who was there?
It was a wild-eyed man, stark naked, with all blood coming out of his mouth. And then he chopped them all up with a knife, a massive big one.
That's it, is it?
No. And then he put all the body parts in a sack and ran off. The end.
Oh, wonderful.
And all true. How do you know that? Because the killer was me! Not really. He's probably still out there in the woods somewhere.
Right, inside, Jack. Looks like it's going to rain.
I need the toilet, Lee.
Well, that's a powerful story.
I'm not going out there all by myself in the middle of the night, especially after hearing that story. If you see any more firewood, bring it back.
We can always put Lee's guitar on the fire.
We've got plenty of wood, thank you, Jeffrey.
I know, but let's put the guitar on the fire for fun anyway.
What?
There was a movement.
Better hurry up then, haven't you?
Not jokingly.
Toby?
It could have been a psycho.
Yeah, thank God it was just Peter Rabbit off to buy some crack from Squirrel Nutkin.
This'll do.
Well, this is romantic, isn't it?
At least it's a lovely full moon.
Well, there will be in a minute.
Well, look the other way. Oh, my God.
What?
It's a bone.
You're obviously not chewing properly. It's probably just a dead animal.
What animal?
Well, rabbit. Something a bit bigger, maybe.
Like what? Chris Packham? We're going.
I thought you needed a toilet.
Oh, it can wait.
You're back quickly.
We brought something to show you.
Oh, aren't you meant to bury it after you finish?
Oh, my God, what is that?
Just an animal bone, right? Like a deer or something.
There are no deer in this forest. Has anyone seen a deer? I haven't seen a deer.
Probably just passing through.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was flying overhead on Christmas Eve and had a heart attack.
It's a cow bone.
A cow in a forest. Did it fall out of its nest?
I'm saying it's a cow bone from a butcher's that a dog was probably carrying.
Are you sure it's not a human bone?
Of course it's not a human bone. Why would it be a human bone?
I said it wasn't a human bone.
Can we all stop saying human bone?
We need to show it to Toby. He'll know. He's a doctor.
Toby isn't here.
He's still not back.
Or maybe a little part of him is here.
Of course, if we'd gone somewhere with phone reception, we could have called the police and reported him missing.
Calm down, Anna. You're perfectly safe in here.
Oh, yes, perfectly safe behind this unbreachable, monster-proof sheet of thin nylon.
Not the least friendly welcome she's ever given me.
Something happened. What is it? What?
It started raining.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Hunter-gatherer returns to the village with food for the tribe. Something terrifically primeval about that, don't you think?
All he's done is get Kit Kats from his Lexus.
You were gone for bloody ages. I thought you'd driven off and left me.
It never occurred to me to do that. I couldn't have driven off anyway. While I was in the car, I turned the radio on to get the weather report, and I'm afraid I have some rather alarming news.
What?
The rain earlier has flooded the river further up the valley. The road out of here is under 3 feet of water.
But we need to drive out of here tomorrow to get more food.
It's not going to happen, I'm afraid. So we need to eke out these supplies for as long as... Right. I should probably have started with that advice.